Alright, good morning, here we go. Ran down to Advanced Auto Parts since now the Fat Boys is closed, and I had to pick up a ramp style gap checker, because of course the 17 that I have, or who knows where they are, bottom of the toolbox, someplace crazy. So we'll get this home, get these spark plugs pulled, and let's see what's going on. Alright, made it back to the house. I don't know if I told you, but I wanted to fill you in. Remember the crazy crackhead lady over here that used to flip out and throw the fertilizer and yell at the bugs on her property? Well, she burned her house down last Sunday night. I mean, totally just torched this thing, like just completely through and through, just nothing left of. I mean, it got so hot, obviously it melted the siding off, so it just totally torched her house. So hopefully that'll result in having us a nicer, quieter winter here. Feel bad for these guys though. They're trying to sell the house directly next door to this eyesore that's probably not going to get better anytime soon. So I'm going to get started on pulling these plugs and showing you about it. But as classic fashion here, that is massive rainstorm coming through. I can already feel some drops. I'll see what I can get done in the time that I have. Do you ever feel like you're missing out from being back here in Delaware? Let me tell you, every fucking time you try to go outside and do something, it fucking rains. And when it's not, the sun is just beating down and scorching and killing your lawn. It just never fails. I'll be back in a second. Alright, here we go. Here's our two spark plugs. The one on the left is the original that was in there when I purchased the car. On the right is the new plugs I put in there. They're both NGKs. The one on the left is not an NGK-R, just like a standard cheapo NGK copper plug. The one on the right is the same, they're the same heat range, but this is on the right, the new one I purchased, the NGK-R plug, and you can kind of see the difference in the electrode styles there. I mean, just overall reading the plug, they look good. So you got your complete soot ring. The timing marks on your straps look pretty good there. A little bit of buildup on this old one, but mind you, that's been out of the engine now for a little while, sitting in the box, and it may have grown a little bit of those fuzzies, but overall it looks pretty good. Use wear and rich versus lean and flooded and oil and the soot ring looks, you know, what you would call a standard plug, but you can see even on camera on the left the old versus the new on the right. Sorry, I'm shaking too much coffee today. Definitely a difference in gaps. So reading online, it's Japanese, right? So 1 to 1.1 millimeter gap is what it specifies from the factory, which turned out to be like 38 thousandths to like 43 thousandths, I believe, gap. When you convert that to standard, to imperial measurements, as they say. So on the left, I have just about 43. No, more than that, like almost like 44 thousandths. That might be due to some wearing of those electrodes a little bit, because God knows how long they've actually been in the car. But here you go. Oh yeah. Oh, it's my jam. There you go. Oh, two of them. Yeah, just hang out, guys. That's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me ride around with his door open so you can hear it better. Yeah. Wow. It's a free country, right? Where the fuck was I? Left, 45 thousandths probably due to wear down. On the right, the new plugs, coppers, coming in at 36, 38 thousandths. A little hard to tell. So definitely closed up on the new ones. So I'm going to open those up. I'm reading online, of course, all the people online, all the internet warriors and the internet keyboard mechanics out there. The general consensus I'm getting is people lean towards the bigger gap, the 43 thousandths. A lot of people claiming they're running the 44 thousandths, so I'll probably go onto the higher side also, and then put these back in here and run it and see how it is. Just noticing now on camera, because this zooms in a little better than I had before. that the timing, see this little bit of marks there at the bottom of the strap there where it connects? I wonder if that's me touching it or this having something to do with the timing not being set correctly. It might be me rubbing it like that, but I wonder if that's an indicator of the timing, because I know the timing marks are supposed to be about halfway up your strap, as they say, height wise, not length wise, right in this area, and I wonder if I'm having some timing issues there. But if anything, that would be advanced timing. So anyways, yeah, I'll stop babbling. Let me get these gapped correctly and thrown back in the car. All right, so I got those back in, got them tightened down. Side note, it definitely looks like there is I have a valve cover leak, specifically those circles around the spark plug holes. 2 and 3 in the middle there. Looks like there's a little bit of oil coming down that might be on the wires. It's not seeking down too much into the spark plug. You can just tell it's more than 1 and 4, so probably due for a valve cover gasket before that gets too bad and the spark plug well is filled with oil. The first thing I noticed is it was a little bit rougher when I started up to idle it. I guess I shouldn't say rougher, but not like idling rough, but like vibrating, if that's a good description, when I put the properly gapped spark plugs in. So I'm going to cruise this around, get my engine temperature back up to normal. It had cooled down a little bit while I was working on it, and obviously I didn't want to work on it super hot. So I'll get back to you in a second once I get out here to the main road and see what it feels like. So I'm pulling to the neighborhood here, just getting out to the main road, and came to a stop sign and started to take off, and like already, even at the slightest bit of throttle, tremendous difference already. Like before, you know, because I have the air conditioner on too, it's summertime, I really had to like give it like half throttle just to take off properly or quickly from a stop sign. It's kind of annoying because I'm not used to doing that much, really giving a lot of gas just to get it going. So seems to be better with just the slightest crack of the throttle like it normally is from a stop. So here we are on the main road here. I'm gonna pull out now, see what it does. Yeah, much better. Much better. It's also the first time that I've driven aggressively since the clutch. I've got, looks like 2,400 miles on the new clutch. Of course, you know, a lot of those are highway miles, so they don't really count. They say 500 miles, but they're really looking for stop and go traffic. So I think though after 2,500 miles, it's probably good for the clutch to be broken in. But I skirted first and second pretty good. The clutch engages really tight, so I'm kind of in a bit of, can I, nope, won't let me change the camera. What's this button do? That is probably how you take a picture. I guess stupid iPhone. I can't change the thing, so you can't see where I'm going. But I'm stuck in traffic is what I'm getting at. So let me get out onto the little bit more open road, like on 141. I'll do some quick pulls. I'm kind of an idiot. What I should have done was, because those 2 new displays that I got, the OBD2 displays that give you a GPS speed and you know, other car and engine parameters, they both have like a built-in 0 to 60 quarter-mile timer. Yeah, I know it's not going to be very accurate, but it should be accurate enough to do a significant A to B comparison to before and after. That's what I should have done this morning, but you know, it's too late fucking now. So all right, let me get on the highway and I'll let you know. All right, I'm out here 141 coming off of Kirkwood Highway. Traffic's breaking up a little bit, so I'm in, I can't show you a good way, but 3rd gear, 60 miles an hour, so right where you'd shift at a 2nd and a 3rd. Do a little pull up to 80. Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems better, but it doesn't feel as good as it used to. It's pretty humid warm day, so it could just be not getting good air, but it still doesn't. I don't know, I just remember getting this car, especially compared to the Camry, it significantly felt like a rocket ship compared to the two of them. And while I feel like it's still quicker than what it was this morning before the sparkles, I'm still not convinced that it's the same. But I guess I could run the computer and see. I wonder if I'm still adjusting to the air-fuel ratios and stuff like that with the computer, since I just made some recent changes. So let me pull up the computer here and check it out. I'm getting off here at Newport, slowing down so I can turn around and get back onto the highway. Be right with you. So I pulled the computer up, and this is what we're looking at here. It's nice because it's only a 4-cylinder and single bank, so you have your short-term and long-term fuel trims there. And you can see on the left, my long-term fuel trim is -3%, but my short-term, actually it's coming down now slightly, but before it was positive 5%. Now as I'm running and idling, it's coming down. So there definitely was a significant difference there. I mean, your short-term was asking for more fuel, my long-term is still pulling fuel, so I think it's still maybe just adjusting. So I'm going to let it idle here and warm a little bit, turn it off, wait a few seconds and cycle it, and then take it for another rip. Hopefully it's adjusting. There you can kind of see there it's moving back up again on the short term. So it's showing that it's running a little lean. It's looking for some more gas, whereas the long term is still pulling. So, and that would make sense too if it was not sparking as well and down on power. Obviously it's going to pull fuel to match. So, all right, we'll give this a couple minutes. We'll see how it does. All right, last little run here. I let it sit for a little bit. I turned it off, didn't reset the computer, but turned the power off, turned it back on again to help it reset again. Now I'm circling back around to get back on 141 North. And we'll see how it does here once I get a little gap in traffic. It definitely feels better. It's just maybe not what I thought or what I remembered it being, but that's fine. Just nitpicking at it since I got nothing better to do apparently. All right, here we go. Third gear pull from 45 up. 60. Yeah, it's not the same. 70. It just doesn't have the oomph it had before. You know what? You know what it is? So now as I'm sitting here, it's a breathing issue. I'm in third gear, floored, trying to get up to 80, and it's just not accelerating anymore past. It's just not accelerating. There's no more upper end at all. Let me try that again. That's weird. Computer's showing pretty much full wide open throttle. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting no acceleration. Full throttle, third gear. I mean, I'm accelerating, but not going anywhere. Only go to fourth, bring the revs down. There's a little bit more power, obviously some torque down lower. It's easier to shift gears. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull the filter, since it's really choking me down up tall. I wonder if I'm having a breathing issue. I mean, the exhaust is all but broken off, so I can't imagine there's any restriction on the back end that way, but I'm going to pull the filter off, the air filter on the intake there, see what that looks like. I didn't change that, but it didn't look bad, but who knows what happened if it got stuck in the rain and it's all matted down in there. The only other thing I could think of is timing, but I haven't touched the timing since I replaced the distributor, but that was months ago. But I can always check my timing again. So, all right, let me do that. Let me get back to the house and pull this air filter. I wonder if I just have a breathing issue this whole time. Just what you want to do. Watch some guy pull an air filter out of his car. Wow. So exciting. Maybe I should give a tutorial on how to open an air box if you're a complete fucking moron. There's this little collapse, but that's not like gonna make things better if air is getting past it versus back. I got some sand in the bottom. That's interesting. I mean, there's the air. Well, yeah, kind of dirty, right? Pretty dirty. I wonder if, yeah, this is this is not original. This is what was in the car when I got it. I mean, it's got that color, so you assume that it's a Fram, but it's pretty dirty, man. I wonder if that's what's going on. Let's give it the old, no place better to put it but right back on the car. Ah, yeah, look at all this shit coming out of there. All right, we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. This is what's great about a $500 car. Call that good. We're gonna properly fasten this back down with only one of those, and take this out for a rip and see if our issue isn't, I don't know why I didn't see that before. Maybe it was a combination of the spark plugs and also the breathing, so it was across the whole RPM range, but it's definitely clearly now on the higher end of the RPM range. So all right, let's take this for a rip and see what's up. All right, pulling out on the Kirkwood Highway here. I can't really get going too quick, but I could probably do a first and second gear pull. Thinking about all that sand sitting on the bottom of the airbox getting pulled into the motor. That's a good feeling. Definitely feels stronger, but there's no air filter in it, right? It's going to feel stronger. I can hear it's interesting because I can hear the intake now, and because the box is still there, I can hear it like trumpeting into that box. Like if you had a picture of sound of an engine, right? Sound through that plastic intake box, imagine what that would sound like. It's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like the engine sound being ported directly into the airbox, like this like plasticky cheap speaker, hollow noise. So anyways, that's funny. Let me get down Kirkwood Highway back on the 141 where I can repeat that third gear pull higher end and see what I can get from there. All right, pulling up onto 141 now. We'll do third gear again, 60 to 80. See if there's any power up at the top. I am being overtaken by a Maxima. Same thing. I got nothing. I have no acceleration past 5,000 RPMs. It's just falling flat on its face. I can't even, pulling out in traffic, I couldn't even keep up with traffic from 60 to 80. Normally this car, for regular driving people, I'm, moving quicker than they are. I'm floored. Third gear, 5,000 RPMs, just not, you can hear it, just not gaining revs. I don't know. Sliding over, want to get off in Newport and swing back north. I don't know. The search continues. All right. Swinging back around now, headed north from Newport on the 141. I did what you're not supposed to do. I reset the computer so it could re-find all of its item mixtures and stuff like that. And nothing crazy going on still. Watching my fuel trims, it seems to be still about the same. So nothing big there. So I'm waiting for this light to change. We'll try another pull here through the gears on the 141 and see what's going on. I might actually this time watch my mass airflow sensor and see if it sees what it's flowing. Let's see here. First gear, second, which feels fine, but of course it's first and second, so running through second. Really struggling past 5,000 RPMs. Third gear, 60, 4,500, 4,800. It's floored. 5,000 RPMs. I mean, it just, I'm at 5,200. It's just not going anywhere. I don't think it's not a rev limiter because I'm increasing slowly, but I'm just floored. 5,300. I'm not accelerating. I can't get to 80 in third gear. Mass airflow sensor showing 90-ish grams per second. Slight uphill. Now I'm losing speed and RPM. Back down below 5,000. Now I'm getting to the top of this little hill here. Let's see if it goes back up. I just can't believe it. I'm like floored. Car is floored. I'm also floored. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What else could it be? What else could it be? Alright, I'm gonna think about it. Get this home. We'll figure it out. Alright, new plan. I am going to... Oh, I can't do that with two hands. We're going to put back the old spark plugs. So let's go back to the original and see how that runs. From there, I don't know. I mean, I looked at the timing of the distributor. Everything looks fine there. I don't think that it's a timing issue. It could be a timing issue. It has a lot of the indicators of a timing issue, but at the same time, like, nothing changed. Nothing should have changed there. So, I mean, basically the only thing I changed is the spark plugs. So, put these old spark plugs in, take it for a rip. We'll see if she does. Yeah, good spot to back up. Good job, moron. Alright. Going around the loop here. Original spark plugs in third gear. Doing about 50. So I'll do my usual like 60 to 80 pull here once I make sure I got the room. I'll let you watch the RPMs this time so you can kind of see. That's floored. A little downhill here. Same thing. Look at it. Look how it's just not. It's nothing. It just will not increase RPM. Not from lack of trying. Do a free rev here. I mean, it still goes. Well, you know what? It's even a little lazy to go to red line here. Yeah. Doesn't really get up there and just, you know, bang off the rev limiter like you just think it would free revving. Okay, all right, you can go first. Interesting. I can't even, let's try this again here. Free revving, now that I'm going a little slower. I mean, not to say that I've done that a lot in this car, but you see how it just kind of goes up to 5,500 there and just kind of hovers? Interesting. Also, to the note, no engine codes. I mean, I have my, you know, small evaporative leak and stuff like that I get, but there's no other like obvious engine code saying there's anything wrong, saying, you know, like timing or running rich or lean. And you can see even at idle, like, trims are pretty nice. I mean, anything under 4%, 5% is considered normal for any vehicle. This is with the air conditioning on too right now. I had it off when I was doing my pulls, but I put it back on now. It's getting hot, so something else is going on here. Very interesting. All right, here we go again. Back on 141 going north. It's third gear again. Gonna pull out here in the traffic. This is floored. Air conditioner's off. I'm just not going anywhere. It's floored. It's crazy. I mean, it's like, you know, something comical you expect to see out of like an 80s, you know, Japanese car, or, you know, anything that's like a 4-cylinder should be an 8-cylinder, just like no power, no backup. But like, it's crazy. Like, there you go, there's floored again. It actually seems to be actually going slower when I floor it. There's floored in 3rd gear. It just will not accelerate. But I'll have to tell you, oh, you know what? Now I'm getting big issues now. Oh yeah. Oh, she's fucking up good. I can't. Oh, now we're getting almost no acceleration. Getting a little bit of bucking. Oh yeah, now it's really acting like shit. You know what? I wonder if this is my old friend, Mr. Fuel Pump. What do you think about that? Low fuel pressure. At idle, it's fine. Give a little bit of gas, it's fine. You try to floor it, it just falls flat on its face. Well, it's fine now because now we're down lower RPMs, but getting less and less acceleration this time. You know that, or we're witnessing the death of the motor. I got no smoke though, not eating up any oil. All right, we're coming up here to this merge area here, so I'm still in 3rd gear, so you can't exactly shift. So I'm just gonna, no, I'm not gonna pull out. There's cars coming. There you can see traffic. It's like a point of view, only much more dangerous. Guy behind me just about hit me. That was fun. So I'm gonna pull out here in 1st gear and see what I got. Oh, I got nothing. I got nothing. I can't even pull out in traffic. I'm gonna pull off here and just stop. I got nothing. Here comes the van that just about hit me. Thanks, minivan. Toyota drivers. I'm gonna wait for this truck behind me to go. I'm gonna try to pull out. I got nothing. Oh, there's a guy that just ran a stop sign. We'll let him go first. All right, 1st gear. Oh, I'm just sputtered. Anything more than like just a crack of the throttle, it's falling flat on its face. This is floored again. Well, not floored, but there's floored. Oh, it's just rumbling and spitting. But I don't think, see, that's weird. I don't want to say like I haven't lost the cylinder, because at idle, airflow ratios are perfectly fine. It's perfectly smooth. So I'm not down a cylinder at idle. Let's see here. Well, not completely out of gas. Fuck. Now I gotta see if I can try to get this thing home. well, it's something to be said. At least it wasn't a slight problem before. Now it's a complete and total disaster. So should be able to figure out what's going on now. Yeah, I mean, perfect idle. Smooth. Oh, great. Green light. Yeah, and that's floored 1st gear. Look, floored, coming back down. I'm gonna get back off the gas pedal a little bit. All right, let me milk this home and I'll get back with you. We have to figure something else out. Now I'm thinking, mass airflow sensor? Wait, we don't have to guess that. I don't have to think that. I can look at that and see. It's a mass airflow sensor. I'm gonna floor it. Yeah, I don't know. It's reading proper airflow. Idle again. All right, I'll get back to you. All right, I think I know what it is. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna upload, well, not all these little clips. I made a lot of little repetitive clips of me driving and it not going well, but I'll upload a bunch of this video to you and send it to you, and then I'll film my follow-ups. But I'm just going to send this video to you as is and see if you can guess what I'm guessing. Of course, I don't know for sure, but I'm feeling pretty good about it at this point. But I'll see what you think, and I'm just milking it home now. But I think I've got a good idea here. But yeah, anyways, yeah, hit me back up. Let me know what you think it might be. We checked spark. Timing should be good. The car runs smooth at idle, so I don't have a vacuum leak. It's happening more at wide open throttle and acceleration. It's worse. Well, it was worse, higher end, but now I got almost nothing off idle. But right now, in back of my driveway, sitting here looking at it, you know, nice and smooth idle. This is with the air conditioning on. Fuel trims are fine, so pretty okay at idle. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna go and rev the engine from outside and see if there's any sounds that goes with this. Hold on.